We're looking to add to the Craig Hartranft team. We actually have a problem right now. We have too many buyer leads and not enough agents. If you're looking to get into the real estate business, or you're in the real estate business right now, but you're looking at your options, we'd love to talk to you about what we have to offer to you. We're going to share some testimonials here with you of some of our team members, some of our veteran agents, and some of our newer agents. But if you'd like to talk to us, feel free to reach out to us at 560-5051. You are stepping into a leadership role and helping us train. So you're a mentor to several of our team members, and share what is your role as a mentor.
Sure. So when we bring a newer agent on the team, we try to match them up with somebody that would be a good fit for them in a mentor role. And then we have a 6-month comprehensive process of preparing that buyer's agent or seller's agent to understand what it is to work in real estate. What are the systems? What are the different types of homes you're going to be looking at? What are, some of the different types of transactions you're going to be dealing with? What are pitfalls that you need to be looking out for to be able to truly look out for that client? We have a very comprehensive plan to prepare them, to walk them through the process. So they're not just thrown into, the lion's den from day one and all of a sudden, okay, here's a phone, here's a desk, sell a house. There's systems put in place to help them train so that by the time that they're ready to fully go on as an agent, they have a tremendous wealth of knowledge to really be able to advocate for their clients. And it's proven to be very successful.
Share with us how the training was for you during that part of joining the team.
The training was extensive, but it made me the strong agent that I am. So I definitely feel much more confident going through that training. It's little things from, showing houses. You're like, well, why do you need training for that? But there's items to look for in a house, knowing the mechanicals of the home. Just even showing houses we were trained on, writing contracts, making sure that you're thorough with the contract, and even just having the knowledge to write a strong contract. In this competitive market.
So share the date when you joined the team.
February 2020 was about a month before the bottom fell out of civilization.
Oh, I think COVID happened back then.
COVID happened back then, yes.
So how was that handled? Because we like to do training to get you have no real estate experience.
None. Yeah, none heading into this. Is completely green. So I had about a month of pretty extensive, intensive dialogue with my mentor Sarah and Jim and Craig here with the team, and then it just abruptly stopped as soon as COVID hit because we weren't allowed to meet in person.
Share a little bit about your training. Sarah was unbelievable helping you out during that COVID time too.
100%. We had a lot of conversations over the phone because she knew, like everybody else did, once we were allowed to return to work, the floodgates were going to open. They did, and all of our conversations when we were in that kind of that limbo, so to speak, really helped prepare me for what happened when the floodgates opened, because I was inundated with work when we were able to get back to it.
When you start in sales, it's 100% commission. That can be very scary. I know there's some great people out there. They love to get into real estate sales, but they just can't make that commitment and go 6 months without compensation. We had that conversation, and share a little bit what happened there with joining the team.
So when I joined the team, there was compensation during the training, which was super helpful. And then during that training, I got that base knowledge, and I was ready off the gates to start becoming a full-time realtor.
Again, most people, when they get in real estate, it's 100% commission. And you're brand new starting out, so was there any compensation to help you out during that time frame?
Yeah, it was cool. Honestly, how the team kind of warms you up into warming to getting into the role. There is a period of time where you're assisting other agents in their daily chores and showings and writing contracts. So that's a paid position, and I was able to at least get some sort of income, keeping my family and I afloat during that time period.
Would you have been able to get in the real estate business if you had to go 100% commission?
Absolutely not.
During that 6 month process, sometime in that 6 month process, it can be 3 months, 4 months, those newer agents will start taking some leads.
Yep.
And you have one of your new team members you're training.
Mhm.
I think he put 3 to 4 under contract within the last 30 to 45. 3 to 4 homes under contract within the last 30 to 45 days, and he has no experience whatsoever.
No experience whatsoever, and he just really kind of went on his own within the last 15 to 20 days. So he was, before he was out there actually on his own, and actually he's not even fully on his own. I guess this month is probably his first time. He's already has 3 or 4 homes under contract.
You gotta be proud of him.
I'm incredibly proud.
After you went through some training with our team, after you start taking our real estate leads, after 6 months, how many homes did you put under contract?
Well, for this year so far, the first 6 months, I have 17. I helped 17 under.
17 buyers, no real estate experience as of January 1st.
Correct.
You gotta be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank
You are not originally from Lancaster County,
That's correct.
so you don't have a large sphere of influence in this area.
Zero sphere of it. I shouldn't say zero. I probably knew about a half a dozen to a dozen people in Lancaster.
So did you have a struggle finding buyers to help out when you first joined?
No, I didn't, because the leads were provided to me from day one. And all I had to do was just work those leads properly and, stay in touch with people.
So you've been here 12 years and you never had a shortage of working with leads?
Never. In fact, there's been plenty of times over the past few years where I had to turn off the leads because I've had too much business.
Number one thing we hear about from agents is it's hard to find buyers in this market. Do you have a tough time finding leads?
No. There's times where I wish the phone wouldn't ring as much, so because I'm with my clients and I'm trying to, do the best for them, and my phone's ringing because the lead flow is always there. The faucet is constantly on.
Do you have to pay for those leads?
No, I do not.
How do you find your buyers?
Well, in my experience on the team, there's no lack of leads. So really, it's the question becomes how full do you want your plate and how much can you handle?
How would you describe the culture of the team?
It's family, like the good kind of family that you want to visit during Thanksgiving and the holidays. Not the kind you're having to mind your P's and Q's around, but it's really very much like a family culture, and I feel like warm, welcomed. I feel like I don't have to prove myself or do anything unnatural to be a part of a team, and in a position where I honestly felt coming in, I didn't feel like the most comfortable just because it's a professional setting and I was used to being in a different world, and I was welcomed with open arms. So it's been a really great experience since day one.
Share a little bit about the culture of the team.
Yeah, absolutely. So, when we hire new agents, we're not hiring just because of production. We're hiring to fit culture. We want to make sure that they are going to fit with the team because it is almost like a second family here. We do a lot of things outside of just working. We go to happy hours. I believe are going to Penn National later this month, or I guess next month, where we have a lot of outside work opportunities to spend time together. And I love how we get a high level of participation because people enjoy spending time with each other. It's not that we're just going in and punching the clock. We're here because we want to be here.
It's nice hanging out outside the office with them.
Absolutely.
So how would you describe the culture of the team?
This is like a second family, I'd say. I think the team is very supportive. We want everybody to succeed. But at the same time, we have a little healthy competition. So I like to tell people that we work hard and we play hard, so.
We do love to have fun.
Yes, it's a very fun team, but we know how to be serious and get the job done.
How do you feel everyone gets along with the team, the veterans and the younger agents?
Melting pot. So seniority doesn't really have a place here. Like socially, I feel like everyone's an equal playing field. Everyone's open to sharing information. Like no one's gatekeeping anything. Everyone's very honest and upfront, and it's very natural conversation. I don't feel like I'm having to put on airs to talk to a younger agent, or I'm having to kind of walk into someone's office with my tail between my legs when I'm talking to one of the more senior members of the team. It's very natural and it's very open.
Share what type of support you have with the team.
That's probably like the the benchmark of what we get here is support is abundant and it's all around. So I have a list in my phone that I could rely on one of 12 different people to answer a question in any given notice, because in this industry there always is something new. We're never going to have everything in our back pocket. So when these questions and situations arise, it's nice to know that I have the support of a family essentially behind me to help answer any of these questions.
The meetings we have, because you only work with buyers, we have other agents that only work with buyers also. We call it the buyer's agent meeting once a week. And we have a motto with our team is we don't make mistakes, they're just learning opportunities. And it's great how everyone's vulnerable to bring their learning opportunities and we learn from each other. Do you find value in the buyer's agent meeting?
I do. It's extremely helpful. It's continued training. And I learn new things every day from these buyer meetings. So little pearls here and there. The veteran agents have taught me a lot during the buyer agent meetings. They're welcoming, and it's just, again, continued education for myself, little pearls that I can use for writing contracts and just dealing with other agents and that type of.
There's times that you have 6 to 8 homes under contract at one given time. There's a lot of details to follow up on. Do you have any support there?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a full-time contract manager. We have an admin. We have a courier. We have a listing manager. We have all kinds of resources that I don't have to worry about making those phone calls to tell clients you need to put utilities on your name. We have a support and a structure and a system there that our contract manager takes care of this thing. So I can really truly be devoted to helping my clients, find and secure properties. I can be focused on those clients that are looking at homes and not having to worry about, trying to babysit a transaction because of all of this minutia that has to be dealt with.
So you're not paying for the admin?
No.
You're not paying for the contract manager?
Correct.
Okay. A lot of work to be done after the home goes under contract. Do you have any type of support on the team?
Yes, I can't say enough about the support system on the team, between other agents to just bounce ideas off of, but contract managers, everyone in the admin team, I wouldn't be able to do the volume I do.
When you put a home under contract, I mean, there's a lot to be involved. There's the mortgage, there's the title, the appraisal, all that. Do you handle all that?
Some of it, most of it's done by Samantha, our contract manager, and she's like the best in the business. I always joke with my clients that up to this point they got mediocre service, and it's only going to get better once we get under contract. Only because Samantha is the humanization of an alarm clock and a calendar that had a baby. She's the best. She keeps everything on track, and it really takes a huge load off my shoulders on a daily basis.
So you can have more productive business by having someone like that help you out.
For sure. I'm able to focus on actually working directly with my consumers and clients to give them a high level of service, knowing that everything that's already under contract in the works is being handled to the best of its abilities.
What happens if you want to go away for the weekend? You worked with 17 buyers. I'm sure there was a weekend you wanted to go away. How's that work with our team?
So I can keep communication open with my clients, but when they're ready to see a house, I have showing agents that, I can call and they are out showing the homes for me. So my clients aren't missing out on homes just because I need a little R&R. So it's extremely helpful.
You have a family of 3 children.
Yes.
And a wife, and balance is important to you.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, you've sold over 40 homes a year, I think.
Yeah.
In the past. What about life balance?
It's been a challenge at times, but one of the nice things about working on your team is you have provided us a lot of resources to be able to establish that balance more. That I don't have to do every single thing. So we have, additional agents on our team there to help show properties, or agents who might be able to step in and, prepare a contract, or somebody that's going to step in if I'm away on vacation with my family. That business doesn't stop just because I'm away. We have, you've provided us resources to be able to add that balance. We have, a wonderful team structure, and we have an incredible just process to really help people be successful. And I love the fact that when we come to you, you're a phone call away. You're oftentimes whenever somebody is successful as the success that you've had, they're kind of off. They're on vacation all the time. They're not accessible. You are always available, and you're always learning just like we are, and you'll even acknowledge that.
Oh.
That was one of the things whenever I came over to the Craig Hartranft team. I think, in fact, I remember distinctly the first sales meeting that we had. I actually, believe it or not, had tears during that sales meeting because it felt like a family, and it didn't feel like I'm just working for somebody and they're constantly, and unfortunately in the car business, salespeople are not necessarily regarded in a high regard, not only from the public, but also from their management. And, we used to get, unfortunately, talked down upon. And it was the first time that I sat in a sales meeting where I felt uplifted as opposed to looked down upon. And I knew that I was in the right spot. I knew that I wanted to be here for as long as you would allow me.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing a little bit of information about your experience with our team. If you'd like to talk to other team members on our team or like to talk to me directly, feel free to reach out to me at 560-5051.